If my screen goes black again, I'm not going to share this live because obviously Spirit don't want me to say it. I keep on saying you do better to stay in the 4 feet and below. And I didn't know what it was, but out of nowhere, it's like I got supremely agitated. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to pull over real quick and I'm going to see what my tarot say. Just because I didn't really want to, like, use too much of my energy. And the reality of it is that a lot of times y'all be messing with people who mind their own business, you know? And it sucks because it's not sucking towards the people who mind their own business. We minding our own business. We're in our life. We're actually living. We're not at a rate of existence. We're experiencing our experiences. We're learning our lessons. Ooh, Spirit. It's a tree that's shaped like a heart in front of me. That's crazy. And I literally heard, and not a lot of people would even pay attention close enough to notice it. Thank you, Spirit. We be in our heart space with it. You know, we live purely and authentically through our soul's expression, and we move towards the things that we desire and we require. What sucks for the people who are doing this shit is that you taking a leave of absence away from your own life's experiences to fill the spaces and the gaps in what you believe are spaces and gaps in other people's existence based off of your own ego, our wounded ego, wounded pride, you know, in a rate to try to either put somebody in a place or to try to basically be sneaky and conniving in people's energy. A lot of times y'all don't recognize when the 7 of Swords comes up, it's really, really speaking about somebody who's basically going out of their way to create a certain level of slander, you know, like babbling shit, you know, constantly wanting to create arguments and stuff. But when it's upright, there's a rate of planning, a rate of fortitude, perseverance. Somebody going through a certain rate of endeavors with hope being present because they're confident. They're in a space where they have the opportunity to design because there's new plans and there's new wishes that are actually moving forward in a rate. And behind it, I had the Temperance card, and I recognize when a divine spirit comes in to create a rate of balance and temperance and holding certain rates of harmony and healing, allowing things to basically blend because there's a rate of differences that are being present. However, the elements are achieving a certain rate of like an equilibrium that doesn't have to be, I don't know why I was going to say implicated at a rate to where it's in balance or at a rate of excess, you know? But the contingency is that there's this rate of material approach towards an Empress energy that is very, very 3D. They're wanting Empress energy, and I keep on processing it. They're wanting an Empress energy to sit at a rate of fantasy and imagination and at this foolish kind of like delusional kind of space that isn't being represented with proof, because there's this like existence upon not having whatever it is that's necessary that you need or deem fit. And empresses are very, very provided for. They're taken care of, not necessarily at a rate to where they don't do nothing. Their wealth is so magnificent that they are breeding abundance, and there's a certain rate of receipt in that. And then I processed what I was channeling, the rate of somebody basically needing to stay in 4 feet and below. And when you think about being in the water and you get to the kiddie pool and then you get to the 4 feet and then there's the 5 feet, and this is the reality of it. A lot of y'all be messing with people who learn how to swim in the most egregious circumstances. So you do better to stay in 4 feet and below, because if you come into that 5, you're going to deal with somebody who's going to shift your shit, right? Y'all be Luigi trying to basically figure out how to get your second win and not recognizing that you're dealing with somebody who will always be Mario to you, right? Quit playing with people who don't actually mess around with other people, because what's going to happen is all you're going to do is create a greater rate of receipt for that person to take the energy that you decided wasn't good enough for you to use for yourself, right? Leave people alone. Leave people alone. Leave people alone. How you might use your imagination might be different, but how I'm going to use it, I'm going to shift the shit that you keep on wanting to send towards me, and I'm going to make you have to sit in it so you can have the mirror that you really, really want to have, because you ain't mirroring me, right? You're not at a rate to where you out here helping people without having an expectation of anything back other than being able to be in your full authentic self. You're not showing up at a rate, and this is the thing. If you were, you would not have time. Because I don't be having time, y'all. When spirit be on me, I be like, okay, what is this about? 4 feet and below. Okay, spirit, foundation. That's the 4. How about it? I'm going on about my business. I hear it again. 4 feet and below. But I'm like, damn, what is this energy? I know they want, no, you want me? Like, I'm cool, God. I'm straight. Like, I'm good, okay? I keep on recognizing it. People need your energy. They need your attention. For you to, especially an Empress attention, you know what type of cultivation could happen within that? But you want me to be delusional? You want me to be at a rate to where I'm over here pushing my energy towards somebody who's just nothing but a pusher? 606, thank you, spirit. Right? Excuse me, y'all. 848, thank you, spirit. Somebody who ain't nothing but a pusher, right? You over here trying to get me wrapped up and warped up in something that you can't even keep your feet steady on because you don't have a solid foundation in the 4, which is why you keep on trying to move towards something that's more steep, hoping that you could gravitate towards something that you could stand on top of because you don't have your footing in what it is that you're doing. Recognize this, y'all. We all have the opportunity to be at a rate to where we get to perceive things. I said this to y'all a long time ago. Spirit allows us and allows us the opportunity and the ability to be at a rate of whatever it is that we've been assigned to. Spirit gives multiple assignments to many people, right? And because you have so many rates of being able to be assigned at whatever position you are showing up in, you have the opportunity for you to blossom into whatever it is that you see fit to actually put your energy into. But when you're at a constant rate of constantly downplaying your gift, pushing down your full potential because you rather use it for something derogatory or negative, being at a rate to where you don't see yourself as highly as the Most High sees you, right? You constantly put yourself out of the game, and you be wanting to play games with other people, and they're not gonna play with you, right? You're gonna have to either get your wings or you're gonna have to get your feet. And if you're trying to throw me in some water, which is what I'm perceiving that's what Source was basically saying, you trying to throw me in some water, listen, so be it for you. Just God, so be it for you. May you have everything that you wish negatively on me. May we allot you the space to receive what it is that you speak onto other people first. Good God. Right? I speak freedom and sovereignty over people. I speak awakening over people. I speak snatching of souls so you could be at the certain rate of ramification within yourself, self-assured over people. I don't be playing games within people's energy, y'all. I don't be playing games in people's energy. I know that people's time here too valuable for us to be sitting around and messy in folks' energy, right? So we do good at this point to be at a rate to where we honor ourselves, where we honor our ancestral bloodline. Because you're going to continue to get at rates to where you don't even recognize why your team don't answer to you, because your team be on the side of the people that you're trying to attack. Your team was waiting for me to do what I needed to do so they could actually be where they needed to be at, because they knew that you would forfeit your opportunity to be able to propel them further. Listen, I don't have to keep on speaking to a whole lot of stuff, but those who know. Those who are figuring out, you will find out soon, and that's great for you. And I hope that you continue to be at bliss when you go on your journey and of embodiment, right? Just being yourself, fully accepting yourself, fully loving yourself enough to heal within and outwardly, so you could be able to show up at the highest rate, be able to achieve whatever it is that your heart and your soul desires at this time. Yeah, in an exasperating rate, right? But don't get into these chest bumping contests because you feel like there has to be a competition for you to either have some type of, energy or vigor to be able to compete just so you can show up. Recognize that you had the opportunity to be yourself. And if you get into that lane, you'll recognize shit ain't nobody here but me. This is my seat. Ain't nobody here but me, right? Peace. I love y'all.